In a matter of minutes, the water near half a dozen countries turned deadly.
I think of one gentleman who had the terrible anguish of having to choose among his kids. When the wave hit, he was able to hang on to two, but he lost his 14-year-old daughter.
West Seattle doctor Wilbur Springer says it was the kind of story he heard often in Sri Lanka.
When tsunami came and finished their houses and finished their lives.
16 family members of yours gone.
Yes.
The
tsunami destroyed their whole house. Everything gone.
Survivors crowded into camps where Springer and other members of Northwest medical teams helped them.
A lot of respiratory infections and some diarrhea, but fortunately no cholera or some of the awful things that we anticipated.
He credits quick work by several agencies for stemming outbreaks among the grateful survivors.
They appreciated our being there and our concern. And, of course, any medication that might be helpful. But
for many problems, though, there was no easy drug or Band-Aid.
I mean, for the emotional trauma.
But he listened.
And they were quite willing to talk about it. They seemed relieved to explain it. Morning, Helen. Dr. Springer.
Back in West Seattle.
How are you this morning?
Pretty good.
At the nursing home where he works, the pace is slower, unlike a year ago when he was packing supplies into devastated areas, seeing hundreds of patients and collapsing into bed.
I had no trouble sleeping, that's for sure.
But he'd do it again.
People blend together, whether they're Sri Lankan or Afghani or Americans in a disaster. None of those things count. You're all on the same team. It's really remarkable.
Heather Bosch, News Radio 710, Cairo.